Well, guys and gals, snow was mostly gone yesterday. Well, it's only March after all. The birds are wanting to be fed. I need to go out here to the storage shed and see if I can find a part that I'm looking for. I'm working on the Goofy cart. Trying to remember what I did with the headrest for it. And I couldn't find it inside. There's a windshield down in there. I wonder if I'd stuck it down inside the body. Everything still looks intact there, but I don't see any headrest in there. Let me pull the back cover off here. Nah, I don't see anything down in there. Oh, wait a minute, here's the seat over here. I wonder if it's over there with the seat. Of course, it's nigh unto impossible to get in there, because I got everything crammed in. Parts for the Emperor are on top of it. Let me see if it's down inside here. I don't see it there. Huh. I don't see it down in there. I wonder what I did with it. Is it down in there? You can probably see down in there better than I can. Is that it down in there? Can't tell. Too dark. Better bring a flashlight up with me. There it is. Yeah, it's down there on top of the grill shell. Can you see that? Let me reach down in there. I'll put the camera down to get it out. Wonder how our flame paint job is making out. Pinstriping still looks in good shape. I'm glad for that. Okay. I have my headrest, now I can go back to work. Okay, she's all buttoned back up. Let's head back out. Woo-hoo. Okay, birds, I'll get you some feed. Be right with you. Hold on. It's up there waiting for me. Okay, guys and gals, we're going to try with our remote microphone again here. Wireless microphone. And as you remember, well, maybe you don't remember, some of you remember, this came off of an old gurney, and it had an aluminum frame across here, and it had two screws going in. There's holes on either side, and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking it's probably wood screws in there, but I made this top piece here so that this will fit. If I get it over there, try to put it in from the back maybe. This is made to fit in here. Okay, now what's going on? It's been in there before. There we go. I knew it would go in. So that's where that goes. And I knocked my microphone off because it got caught. And so I got to find a different place to put it. Maybe if I clip it on my jacket here and try and get the wire mostly inside. I've got to come up with a better solution. I have ordered not Omni, this is an omnidirectional microphone. I've ordered a unidirectional microphone. And but that'll be another month or so before I get it. And I wonder how much rustling around on my clothes you're gonna hear. But anyway, this is where this is gonna go. So I have to pull it back out, and I've got to mark where the holes are so that I can put a screw in there. That thing right now is pretty much gonna stay on there. But you know, bouncing around, it'll obviously come out. So I've got to mark where the holes go so I can mount that puppy up in there. Yeah, you can see I've been doing a lot of grinding. It's not the smoothest thing, but I'm planning on, I'll finish stripping all the paint off of it, and then I'll take it down to my basement and I'll do a little Bondo work on it to make it really nice and smooth, and the transition's just nice, you know, before we paint it. So that's what I'm up to, that, and I've welded up some holes on my cross member here. And I've got my next thing I'm going to do is cut these tabs off of here, clean this puppy up, and then I'm going to weld this down in there. That's what I'm thinking anyway. All right, so no more talking, let me get back to work. So now what we got to do, I've squared my line around from where my marks are supposed to be, and I'm more or less going to eyeball this, and I'm center punching my proposed position. No, I suppose if this is solid wood, I actually could just drill a whole new hole and not try to line up with the one that's there. Why didn't I think of that before? From the appearance of it, they're not exactly the same height, although they're very close. Well, we're going to go with what we have. Let's see what happens here. That's better. Okay, now we're down through the first thing. Hoya lift is a lift used for raising people out of bed who are bedfast and lifting them into a wheelchair. And I got this one as a freebie. Okay, eyeballing it. As I was saying, I got this one as a freebie. My daughter-in-law's mother used to have an adult foster care home. It's like a small nursing home. They only had 5 or 6 guests at a time. And this one had been electric powered, had electric motor on it with a screw that would raise it up and down. Well, unfortunately, somewhere along the line, somebody left it sitting outdoors, and the motor went bad on it. And if it hadn't been left outdoors so long, I probably could have fixed the motor, but, well, that didn't happen. So I was going to try and modify it and put a hydraulic jack on it. And but that never worked out. I ended up tearing it apart because what I was going to use it for was to be a riding lawnmower lift, so you could lift the back wheels up off the ground, or the front wheels up off the ground for that matter. And there we go, we're all the way through. Now I need to determine how big a drill bit I need to allow for the screw that goes into the headrest to fit. And I'm thinking it's, I think a 1/4 inch. No, I don't want to go 1/4 inch, that's way too big. Maybe 3/16 would be good. 3/16 is a little bit bigger than the hole that's down in there. Of course, it'd be good if I had a screw that I knew I was going to be able to use. We'll enlarge the hole. Well, these are not the screws we're going to be using, but as it turned out, my holes lined up relatively well. And they are 2.5-inch long screws. And you can see where they're mounted. And I will probably put some button head screws on there when the time comes. Either that or I'll countersink. I could just countersink this hole here. I have a metal countersink. That would do the job. Yeah. So that's how our headrest is going to mount up in there. Oh, there's another step along the way. I think I'm going to clean this up and see about welding this in place. For those of you who might be interested, this is my wireless mic setup. You have a transmitter, as you can see here. This one here is the receiver, and transmitter goes on your belt. And this one here I have mounted up on my tripod, and it plugs right into the side of my camera like that. And yeah, and this is my little omnidirectional microphone. Like I said, I have a unidirectional one coming, which should allow me to use it without picking up so much background noise. It would only be pointing towards my mouth. And obviously this setup is not good for everything that you're doing in the shop. It's not good for handheld, unless I could figure out a way to mount my receiver on the bottom of my camera, which I might be able to do that. Just thinking about that right now. Yeah, I probably could do that. Then I could do handheld as well as tripod mount. So I need to make myself an adapter so I can, it'll be just a matter of sliding it off and sliding it on. So I don't have to go through the whole thing of screwing it and unscrewing it, you know what I mean? Alright then. Hope that's of interest to somebody. Scott, Stowbolt 50, suggested maybe I would use a throat microphone like they use in airplanes, you know? But I know a modern day one would be pretty pricey. Oh, she just is snowing and a-blowing out there still. We probably got 4 or 5 inches on the ground so far. I brought some more feed out for the birds, and they're loving it. It's already getting buried in the snow. But they're going after it like crazy. You know what I mean? After it like crazy. It's not a day fit for man nor beast. No, it's not.